dusty blinds, painting gold on borrowed time. Every scar upon these hands came from trying to understand. I have chased the setting sun, thinking peace was on the run. Now I know it waits somewhere in the quiet, in the air. Where the morning finds me now, I don't need to ask it how. Every mile became a song, even when the road felt wrong. Yesterday has closed its door, you can't hold me anymore. Every heartbeat draws the line toward a better state of mind. Nothing's ever what it seems. Still I found a little light burning through the longest night. Every goodbye left its trace, every tear found its place. Now the mirror shows a man learning life the best he can. Where the morning finds me now, hope is resting on my brow. Every storm has moved along, leaving echoes in my song. What was lost has made me wise, like the moon behind the skies. Every step I leave behind brings a stronger heart to find. If tomorrow calls my name, I will greet it just the same, with open hands and steady feet, knowing every soul's complete. Not because the road is fair, but because I still care. Where the morning finds me now, there's no need to wonder how. Every season had its part, building up this world at heart. Though the years keep rolling by, I still lift my head up high. There's another dream to chase, waiting just beyond this place. Morning light on old wood floors, hope still knocking at my door. Every breath another sign, this borrowed life is still divine. If the wind should call my name, I'll keep walking just the same, till the morning sets me free, right where I was meant to be. Shimmer through the smoky haze, another night caught in the yesterday. An old guitar rests against the chair. I hold a drink and find you everywhere. The jukebox starts that lonely sound, and every note keeps pulling me around. Every song I play still carries you. Every melody remembers what we knew. I tell myself your memory is gone, but somehow it keeps singing on. Every word I sing becomes your face. Every rhythm takes me to that place. I tried to leave those days behind, but your shadow follows every line. Some loves don't disappear with time. They live between the notes and rhymes. So I keep playing through the night. Let the music hold what I can't fight. Cigarette smoke curls above the bar. I watch the rain falling from afar. Strangers laugh beneath the neon glow, but there's a part of me that doesn't know why every empty chair looks like you, why every lonely song still feels so true. The room gets quiet, the lights burn low, and suddenly I'm back where we let go. Every song I play still carries you. Every melody remembers what we knew. I tried to bury all the years, but your memory keeps rising through the tears. Every word I sing becomes your face. Every heartbeat takes me to that place. Some loves don't vanish in the rain. They leave a rhythm running through your veins. So I keep playing through the night, hoping the blues will make it right. I close the door and step outside. Cold midnight air against my eyes. I whisper your name into the street, then hear your memory beneath my feet. Maybe some roads were never meant to end. Maybe some songs refuse to fade. Every song I play still carries you. Every broken note still feels brand new. I may never know where you have gone, but your memory keeps singing on. Every chord becomes a part of me. Every lonely night reminds me some hearts don't heal the way they should. They simply learn to hurt the way they could. So I keep playing through the night. Let the music carry what I hide. The street grows quiet, the neon fades. Another night becomes yesterday. I close my eyes and breathe it through. One final song, one thought of you. Tomorrow I'll walk a different road, but tonight I carry what I know. I used to think that if I held on tight, I could keep it all alive. Every crack I tried to hide, every truth I pushed aside. I was building something out of fear, trying to keep you here. But love don't grow inside a cage, it just slowly fades. I see it clear now, what I couldn't figure out. Some things were meant to break, some hearts were meant to ache. Not everything we lose was something we should save. Every fall, every mistake led me to a better place. Some things were meant to break so we could change. There's a freedom in the letting go that I never used to know. Every piece I thought I'd lose was just making room. I don't fight it anymore, I understand what it's for. Some things were meant to break, we don't always get to keep the things that taught us how to be. There's a quiet storm living in these empty rooms. Every corner whispers things we used to prove. Your shadow lingers in the morning light, like a broken dream that survived the night. I gave you all the pieces I could save, but you never saw the heart you couldn't break. Now I'm standing in the ashes of your name, where the fire burned, but nothing stayed the same. I held you like a truth I couldn't defend. Now I'm learning how to lose you again. Still there's something beating under all this pain, and it's teaching me to breathe through the flame. There's a song we used to play on broken nights. Now it echoes like a ghost I can't rewrite. I was chasing something more than just a spark. Never knew it would leave me in the dark. Deeper than before, but I'm stronger than the man you knew before. Now I'm standing in the ruins of it all, where your voice became an empty call. I held you like a world I couldn't save. Now I'm digging out of everything you gave. Still there's strength inside the fall you left behind, and I'm learning how to heal with time. If I could rewrite every word we said, would it change the path we led, or would we still fade into the blue, like everything we thought we knew? I was yours, even when you let me go. Now I'm standing where your silence used to be, but I finally found what's left of me. Every scar became a reason I could stand. Every loss just carved a better man. You were everything until you let me fall. Now I'm everything beyond it all. Let the echoes take the words we couldn't keep. I'll find my way through every shattered piece. to try to understand every twist, every plan, why things change, why things end, why we lose, why we bend. I was searching for control, trying to define it all, but life don't move that way. It just fades and rearranges. I stopped asking why it is and just let it exist. I let life be what it is. I don't fight it, I don't resist. Every high and every fall isn't mine to control. I let life be what it is. There's a peace in letting go of the things you'll never know. Every answer I once chased faded slowly into grace. I don't need to hold so tight. Everything will be alright. Maybe peace was never found. It was always here, just drowned. I let life be what it is. Whoa, and I finally feel it. I remember how you whispered through the corners of my mind, like you saw the parts I buried. I was scared for you to find. We were dancing on a promise that was fading as we spoke. Now I'm sinking in the silence where your voice has turned to smoke. I tried to hold the current, but it pulled me out to sea. Love like ours don't disappear, it just rewrites what we see. When the water turned to mirrors, I saw through the lies. Every fracture in the moments we were too scared to define. I was reaching for your fire in a world we built too fast. Now I'm walking on reflections of a love that couldn't last. But every scar is teaching me the strength inside the loss. I found my through everything it caused. There's a rhythm in the distance that still echoes in my chest, like a song that keeps on playing even after it's laid to rest. I was chasing every memory just to feel you one more time. Now I'm learning how to leave you on the other side of time. Every tear I carry turned into a clearer view. You don't see your own reflection till it breaks and cuts through you. When the water turned to mirrors, our face too we became. All the beauty and the damage carried in your name. I was blinded by the burning, never saw the end. Now I'm healing through the silence where your voice had been. And the pain that once defined me isn't mine to hold. I found my strength in letting go. If I could rewrite the ending, would I choose a different flame? Or would I take the fall again just to feel your name? Maybe love was never meant to stay or to defend. Maybe it just leads us to where we have to bend. You are my truth. Now you're my relief. When the water turned to mirrors, I saw myself at last. Not the man still reaching back, but the one who moved past. You were just a moment in a fire that burned through me. Now I carry all the scars, but I finally feel free. And the night don't feel as heavy as it did before. I found my strength, and I found something more. So let the water keep the story of what we were. I'll walk ahead, even if it still hurts. There's a layer of silence on the words we couldn't say. Your voice still lingers, but it's drifting far away. I replay the moment you let go without a sound, like a scene still frozen while the world keeps spinning round. I was painting us in colors we could chase. Now I'm staring at the emptiness you traced. We were shattered fading frame. There's a rhythm in the quiet of the night. Every beat just pulls me back in time. I was chasing every piece of what we knew. Now I'm learning how to live without you. Every broken piece is falling into place, turning all this loss into a different kind of grace. We were shadows in a fading frame, burning slow in a silent flame. I gave you all the fire inside my veins. You left me standing in the pouring rain. But I'm stronger than the past you couldn't save. More than shadows in a fading frame. If I could rewrite the story now, would I still believe somehow? Or let you fade before the fall and never lose myself at all? You were my light, now I'm my own flame. We were shadows in a faded frame. Now I rise from the wreckage of your name. Every scar is a truth I couldn't see. Every tear brought me back to me. I don't need your ghost to remain. I'm more than shadows in a fading frame. So let the silence take what we became. I walk away and rewrite the frame. The air still tastes like smoke from what we were. Every breath repeats a fading word. Shadows dance along the bedroom walls, like they're waiting for your voice to call. I trace your memory through the dust and pain, like I could bring you back again. I held the fire long after it was gone. Didn't know I'd have to carry on. Now I'm living with the silence after the flame, where your touch still lingers, but it don't feel the same. I gave you my truth, every hidden scar. You turned it to distance, erased who we are. But there's something in the ashes calling my name. I found my strength in the silence after the flame. Your voice still echoed in the hollow night, like a broken signal lost in light. I was reaching for a ghost, afraid. There's a shadow in the doorway where your silhouette would stay. Every step I take still drifts into yesterday. I was reaching for a feeling I could never keep. Now I'm wide awake inside a dream that fell asleep. Tried to be the shelter from your storm, but you were already halfway gone. We were the last flame burning in the dark, holding on to every fragile spark. I gave you all the love I had to give, but you couldn't live. Now I'm standing where the truth runs cold and heavy, learning how to breathe without what we carry. There's a rhythm in the silence where your heartbeat used to be, like a broken piece of music haunting me. I was reaching for forever in your eyes, never knew that love could be disguised. Every shattered moment cuts me deep, now it's shaping who I am beneath. Or would I turn before the fall and never feel your love at all? From the wreckage you left buried, stronger than the heart that loved you blindly. So let the silence take the words we couldn't say. I walk alone, but I won't fade away. version of myself, someone strong, someone who fell. Every mistake, every regret is a part of me I don't forget. I've been lost and I've been found, built back up from breaking down. Every road that led me here was shaped by hope and fear. I don't wish it all away. It made me who I am today. All that I am now is everything I live somehow. Every fall, every rise, every truth behind the lies. I don't need to change a thing, even all the pain it brings, 'cause it led me here somehow to all that I am now. There's no version I deny, even tears I couldn't cry. Every piece I tried to hide, now I carry with pride. I don't fear what I've been through, it's the proof I made it through. All that I am now. Oh, if I had to live it all again, through the loss, through the pain, I'd still become this man. All that I am now, I don't need to break it down. Every scar, every flame, only shape me into change. I don't need to turn around, I've already found my ground. Everything I was before is who I am now. All that I am now. All that I am now. There's a whisper in the doorway where your voice would call my name. Every second feels like walking through the ghost of yesterday. I was reaching for a feeling, slipping through my hands. Now I'm stranded in the ruins of what we once had. I tried to be the anchor in your waves, but you were already drifting far away. We were the last flame burning in the dark, holding on to every fragile spark. I gave you all the love I had inside, but you let it fade and slowly die. Now I'm standing where the truth tore us apart, learning how to live with a broken heart. There's a fire stronger than the light we used to carry. There's a rhythm in the distance, like your heartbeat out of time. Every memory keeps pulling me back across the line. I was chasing something more than just a spark, never knew it would leave me in the dark. Every shattered word still cuts me deep, but it's waking something stronger underneath. We were the last flame, fighting through the night, trying hard to make it feel right. I gave you every part of who I am. You let it slip right through your hands. Now I'm standing in the truth you left behind, learning how to heal what you denied. There's a strength in everything you couldn't carry, stronger than the light we used to carry. If I could rewrite every line, would I still call you mine? Or would I walk away before the fall and never feel your love at all? You were my reason, now I'm my own. We were the last light, burning till it was gone. Now I see the truth I held for far too long. You were never meant to stay, just a storm that lost its way. Now I'm rising from the wreckage you left buried, stronger than the heart that loved you blindly. So let the silence take the words we couldn't say. I'll stand alone, but I won't fade away. There's a flicker in the hallway where your shadow used to fall. Every step I take still echoes through these empty walls. I was holding on to something I could never keep. Now I'm light awake inside the dream, it's calm to steep. I try to be the shelter in your storm, but you were already drifting far from shore. We were the last life we carried through the door, burning every piece of who we are. I gave you all the love I couldn't hide, but you let fate somewhere inside. Now I'm standing where the truth cut deep and buried, learning how to live without the light we carry. There's a flicker in the hallway where your shadow used to fall. Every step I take still echoes through these empty walls. I was holding on to something I could never keep. Now I'm wide awake inside it, dreamless, gone. There's a flicker in the hallway. I passed that street we used to know. Didn't feel the way I did before. No sudden ache, no heavy chest, just a quiet kind of rest. I thought your name would pull me back, like every memory we had. But now it's just a passing thought, not something that I've lost. I don't reach for what we were, I just let it blur. I'm not missing you, just the feeling of who I was when I believed in every word, every touch, like it all would be enough. Oh no, I don't need you like I did. I just miss the way it lived in a moment we were in before the end came in. I'm not missing you, just the feeling. There's a peace in letting go that I never used to know. Every piece that used to break now just bends but doesn't ache. I don't chase what's gone away, I just let it fade. I'm not missing you, ooh, just the feeling. Maybe love don't disappear, it just changes how it's here. I'm not missing you, I finally see the truth. It was never just you, it was who I was with you. Morning comes through an open blind, coffee time, a little breeze through the old screen door. I don't need to hurry anymore. These hands have carried more than they show. 1,000 miles, a long way to go. I've learned the road don't owe me a thing. Sometimes you walk, sometimes you just breathe. I don't chase what I used to chase. I don't need to win every race. These old roads taught me what I need. There's more to life than speed. I've watched some dreams disappear. I've watched the good ones stay near. And the ones that stayed when the hard times came are the ones I'll always call by name. We're just passing through these days, like a river finding its way. Every season leaves a trace. Every mile becomes a page. The more I live, the more I know some things bloom when you let them grow. There's a quiet kind of peace in letting life move underneath. The radio plays an old refrain, washing softly through the window pane. I used to measure every hour, trying hard to outrun the clouds. Now I watch the shadows cross the floor, and I don't ask for anything more. There's a beauty in an ordinary day, when you finally stop looking away. I don't fear what the years have done. Every battle left me someone. Every scar and every line, here's a little piece of this life. I've lost some things I couldn't save. I buried dreams along the way, but every road that brought me here made the picture a little more clear. We're just passing through these days, like a song the evening plays. Every loss and every gain leaves a mark that still remains. The more I live, the more I see. There's no place I have to be. There's a quiet kind of gold in the stories that we hold. I ain't turning back with regret. There are things I won't forget. Some roads broke me, some made me strong. Some taught me where I did belong. Time keeps moving, let it roll. It takes the young and shapes the soul. I don't need to understand. I just keep walking while I can. I don't chase what I used to chase. I just want to live at my own pace. Let the years come as they will. There's a beauty in standing still. I've seen the darkness, I've seen the light. I've made my peace with wrong and right. And if tomorrow brings something new, I'll take it slow and see it through. Sun goes down behind the trees. Evening settles on the breeze. Another day is slipping away, but I'm still here. At the end of the day, no more running, no more fear. I'm grateful for another year. Life moves on and so will I. One slow step beneath the sky. There's a picture on the ceiling where your shadow used to dance. Every silence tells a story of a love that slipped by chance. I still feel your broken whispers, like they're caught beneath my skin. Now I'm lost inside the echo of the world we couldn't mend. I was reaching through the fire just to hold what we became. Never thought that love would leave me with a different kind of pain. Now I'm walking through the embers in the pale moonlight, where your memory trembles like a spark that's lost its fire. I gave you every part of me I tried to hide, but you left me with the pieces and a truth I can't deny. Love was never meant to break me, just to run. Still I rise from what we lost, from what we've become. There's a letter never written in the back of all my dreams, where your voice still sounds so certain, like it never left me here. Time can tear apart a moment, leave it frozen in the past, and I'm chasing what we once were, knowing it could never last. Now I'm learning how to stand in the wreckage of your name, turning every scar you left me into something I can claim. Now I'm walking through the embers in the pale moonlight, where your memory trembles like a spark that's lost its fire. I gave you every part of me I tried to hide, but you left me with the pieces and a truth I can't deny. Love was never meant to break me, just to run. Still I rise from what we lost, from what we've become. If I find you in another place, another time, would you see me as the man I left behind? Or would we drift like strangers in the dark again, two fading lines that never could align? So I'll carry every scar like a light inside. Every tear becomes a reason I survived. In the falling night, I finally see you were never mine, but you set me free. I look back at the roads I chose to take, every risk, every mistake, I can see the way they led me here, through the doubt, through the fear. Every moment that I thought I lost control was just shaping my soul. I used to wish I could rewind, but now I see it differently. No regrets, just lessons learned. Every bridge I watched burn, every fall, every fight led me closer to the light. I was lost, but now I know every path I had to go. No regrets, just listen. It's part of me. No regrets. Ooh, only lessons that made me. If I look back at the man I used to be, I barely recognize what I see. Every scar was something I had to face. Every loss put me in place. I was broken more times than I can say, but I found another way. I thought I'd never understand, but now I do. This is the man I became, through the fire, through the pain. Every moment that I felt built a story I can't tell. I was lost, but now I see every part of me is me. every high and every low. If I had to live it all again, I wouldn't change a thing. This is the man I became. And I'm finally not ashamed. You made me feel like I was hard to love, like I wasn't enough. Every fight was somehow always my fault, even when it wasn't my fault. I was drowning in the weight of your control, by losing my own soul. But I see it clearer now. I know the truth somehow. The storm will never meet. I was just caught in your sea. Every wave you threw my way tried to wash me away. But I'm standing on my feet. Now I finally see the storm was never me. There's a freedom in the truth I found. Now I'm standing on solid ground. You were chaos, I was calm. You were fire, I was gold. The storm was never me. Now I'm finally free. There was a time I feared the quiet, like it meant that I was lost. Every second left alone felt like something I had lost. I kept filling up the spaces with distractions, with the noise, anything to keep from hearing all the echoes of my voice. But somewhere in the stillness, I found what I had missed. I made peace with the silence. I don't need to hide in it. Every thought I used to fight now just passes through my mind. I don't run from being alone. I finally feel at home in the space I couldn't face. I made peace with the silence. There's a clarity in breathing slow, letting everything just go. Every fear I used to hold lost its power in the cold. I don't need to feel the air, I'm already there. I made peace with the silence. Inside it. The autumn wind was moving slow down the streets we used to know. Leaves were dancing at my feet like old memories letting go. I saw your face across the crowd. Time stood still for just a breath, then quietly began again, like nothing had been left unsaid. The man I used to be would have turned and walked your way, but life had written different lines across my heart that day. Some goodbyes don't end in tears, they end in quiet understanding. The day I didn't look back wasn't the day I stopped loving you. It I carried every broken piece until they taught me how to heal. Now the weight I used to know has become the strength I feel. The coffee shop still smelled the same. The old bell rang above the door, but nothing pulled me to the past like it had so many times before. I smiled without pretending, without hiding from the rain. Some memories don't disappear, they simply learn another name. Every mile between us became a lesson, not a loss. Love can leave a mark without leaving us behind. The day I didn't look back, the sky felt wider than before. I wasn't searching for your shadow behind every open door. Every sunrise after you found a different part of me, not replacing what we were, but becoming who I need to be. Maybe healing isn't forgetting, maybe it's remembering without breaking apart. Maybe love never asked to be forever. Maybe it only asked to be the day I didn't look back. I finally saw the road ahead. Every tear became a river, leading where my heart was meant. You were a beautiful season, not the whole of my life. Some stories end with goodbye, so another one can rise. Today I walk without regret, carrying gratitude instead of emptiness. The wind still knows your name, but it whispers mine as well. And somewhere beyond the morning light, I found a heart that healed itself.